with funding from other sources besides DOE, so I know that a lot of schools can do fundraising for that. Is that reflected in your presentation?
That's a great question. It's a $23 million annual funding that comes from DOE to Office of School Support Services to the Public Schools Athletic League. So that's $23 million. Interestingly, the schools with the lowest rates of poverty, who have the highest ability to raise money, also receive the most public money. So it's a double whammy for schools that, one, can't raise money and don't get the public money.
What do you think that this board? What do you think that this board can possibly do as far as assisting you in achieving the goals? I understand exactly what you're saying, and I think that it's a travesty. What can we possibly do as far as promoting or assisting?
So at this point, the City Council has been in full support of the Chair of Education, Councilmember Drum. The DOE, for some reason, hasn't been responsive to that in a big way. They still seem to think that they're going to figure out a small solution to a big problem. And that's because Deputy Chancellor Grimm is still in power, even though we have a new Chancellor Farina. Deputy Chancellor Grimm, who's in charge of this and created this problem, is still there. So what we're asking from the community boards is either a letter of support, calls to the Department of Education to say that this can't continue, and we really would like the mayor to know what the DOE is doing under his watch now, because this was a problem created by Mayor Giuliani and Mayor Bloomberg, but now the folks that have been left in power in the Department of Education think it's status quo because they were all left there. Even though we have a new chancellor who keeps telling us that it's up to Deputy Chancellor Grimm to decide what happens here, but she's a product of the Giuliani-Bloomberg era. So again, letters of resolution, phone calls to the mayor's office, to the, to people who could push the DOE to do the right thing here.
Who is the chair of the committee?
What can we do with this as far as letters of support?
I think we can certainly consider writing a letter. I think also, in the absence of our YDL chairs being here, one of them is on the way, the other one is ill tonight. JB, and I think between JB and Denora, we can work